And welcome back to All Over the Map. Thanks for tuning in. On this episode, we are going to get into English Football League stadiums. So we're going to feature England. I know we've done the UK, but not specific to England, Scotland, or Northern Ireland, or Wales for that matter. But we will do England. We're going to do Scotland, Wales, if it's out there on GeoGuessr, and Northern Ireland. We're just going to continue through this, but I felt like England, something I'm kind of familiar with, I might do decently well. I do follow some of this stuff, and we'll get into that as the game goes on. But as you look here, this is a seemingly very easy game. I would imagine it's probably played a lot by folks from England. But this game graded by Mighty Platypus. We are at 1 minute 31 seconds, 25,000 points. But we're just going to get into this. A minute and 30 seconds. I will be able to move around. And before we get in the game, take a second now. If you could hit that, if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I want to really grow this channel, continue to bring great content. And the way that I do that is the growth of subscribers gives me the energy and the fuel to keep going. I do love this, so we'll continue to do this channel, but that fuel gives me going on a daily basis. So love seeing all the subscribers that have subscribed. All those also tuning in, hit that like button. So we're going to get right into it. And we are at Dams Park. I'm wondering if that's missing an A. Maybe not. Yeah, it is. Adams Park, home of the Chairboys, Wycombe Wanderers. I will say this. There are some weird names for clubs in England. I don't mean to be offensive or anything like that, but Fulham today was playing, and I know that's Craven Cottage, so they're called the Cottagers, but just very interesting names. Just as much as you probably would say, man, you Americans got some dumb team names, but the Choir Boys is, I'm sorry, that's just a little, here it is, Adam Park Stadium. So, just a little strange, that's all. The Chairboys, it enlightened me on what that's all about. So we're looking to the west. Yes, we're just right here. And we are 6 yards on Hill Bottom Road, the home of the Chairboys. Okay, Wycombe Wanderers, and I think home of Akinfenwa. I think that's his name. The big muscle man that plays striker. I always enjoy his character. Seen some stuff with him. So that's my knowledge of Wycombe Wanderers. I also believe Adams Park. I could be wrong in this. I'm from the United States, where I know lacrosse is a fairly big sport, but especially in my region of the East Coast, lacrosse is a sport. And I believe the lacrosse world championships back in the late 80s or 90s were played there, but I could be wrong again. Could be wrong, but I thought that was where they played at one point. Just an interesting side note. Okay, the Lions. We are at the. Definitely don't want people jumping that. Reminiscent of South Africa with some of this not barbed wire, whatever the heck that is. But we're at Millwall. I believe this is called the Den. It's interesting here. Nice little setup. Drink some beers, some pints. And the Barry Kitchener stand, we are facing to the east. And I know we're in London someplace, but not sure where Millwall is. I think it's on the east side. Millwall. Yep, there it is. Wow, what a guess. So again, we are looking to the east. Might be here. Wow, 8 yards, 5,000 points. It's the Millwall Cafe. Hey, one of these days, hopefully I can visit the Den. I do know that from I don't know where. But Millwall is maybe someplace that we can visit at some point in the future. And like I keep bringing up, there's a KFC in Deptford and the KFC London So within walking distance, there are KFCs, which is always fascinating. I keep bringing this up. The amount of Kentucky Fried Chicken that is available in and around Europe and the United Kingdom. This is Bournemouth. Just want to take a look around. Have not seen this ground in any game, but I know Bournemouth. Oh, there it is, Bournemouth. Bournemouth, I was following for quite a bit, obviously, with the Premier League. There's the Vitality Stadium. Okay, now we got to focus on where we are. We are looking to the east with this as well. So we've got to be here. Where's that Superstore? Yeah, I think we're here. Oh, 17 yards, 4,999. Oh, what a killer that is. Well, anyway, Bournemouth is always interesting to me because what seems like seemingly is a small ground makes it to the Premier League, gives a lot of folks in that region to be able to support a team that's in the Premier League. No, I know it's probably a big town or whatnot, but with the ground that size, you know, in American sports, you just don't see that sort of thing. So I have an appreciation for that, and I love to see teams like that make it to the Premier League or even the Championship for that matter. To some of these like Wycombe, I know Wycombe's at the bottom of the table, but you know, listen, that to me is fascinating to see the move, the rise and fall. The downside is they do fall. But you don't see that in American sports, and that's one thing to me that is missing. That I can't get into teams that I followed that are at the bottom, of, like Major League Baseball, Baltimore Orioles, not that good, right? There is no reason for them to do anything just to get out of the bottom of their league, right? So if there was some type of relegation that would pique my interest and get me more interested into it, like you know, I'm a fan of Baltimore, but you know, it's a listen. You can't explore every sport, right? So like you gotta, you have some sports you like more than others. I'm sure a lot of you out there, if you're from England, you like football, cricket. Yeah, you watch it maybe in the summer, but it's not that level of support like it is with soccer or football. So I just, you know, it's one of those things that I really love. That's why I love following the Championship in the Premier League is just that ability to move in between. And I know it's not pleasant for some that get relegated, but those are my thoughts. This is Reading Football Club, the Majeski Stadium. Familiar with this? They did play in the Premier League. I think, again, a team that I'm familiar with, DC United, locally. Bobby Convey played for Reading. Not sure who else from the United States, but I do know that. Majeski Stadium looks fairly newer, meaning not 100 years old. And so my guess, there it is, like I was thinking, outside of the city center. So we are looking to the northwest. So all right, dead smack in the middle, so we're probably right here. Le Café. 5 yards, 5,000 points, and we've got it here to the last round. And probably the toughest one, perhaps, Borough, the Riverside, Middlesbrough, which I saw. Middlesbrough is up north, I think. Yes, Middlesbrough. The manager is what is the manager? Again, this looks like it's outside. What's his name? Neil Warnock. And I love that guy. That guy's a character. Here's the water. That guy is you could tell loves the game, is passionate. There's Riverside. Riverside City makes sense. But just love his thoughts bashing the officials in yesterday's match, which is great. So we are looking to the east here. Okay, interesting. So Wait, no, we weren't there, were we? We were not. We were probably where this P is. What? 19 yards. Wow. I don't know how they come up with this, but missed a perfect score by, I think, 3 points, which not too bad. I'm pretty thrilled with that, but also a bit familiar with these clubs from their times in the Premier League, some of them. And very interesting round. Learned, if anything, just bringing up some thoughts about different things and different clubs and familiarity with some of them. Not enough to speak on any of it to say how Middlesbrough is going to do for the remainder of the season. But, you know, a guy like Warnock there, just love some of his thing. And as I zoom in, as I do this, another KFC within walking distance. What is it with KFC within a walking distance of a football ground, whether it's England or throughout Europe? I can't figure that one out, but that's a trend that I'm seeing. 24,997 in 5 minutes and 39 seconds. Not too bad for this American. And let's type in EFL. And what do we go to? 2020 to 2021. League One stadiums. The next one down. Maybe we'll have our own League Two. 25 locations. And let's see how we can do with League One stadiums. Should we do a minute and 30? This might be a little more difficult, but we'll go for it. A fairly large stadium. Interesting. Bounce trampoline parks. Oh boy, what is this? Seats say something, but man, this is a challenge. No one looks like they're there for a football match. Signs Express, any renovation, DJ Moore Lofts. This looks like a S. I wonder if this is like MK Dons, but maybe not. There's some MK Dons in it. I'm just going to have to go for it. That's the only thing I can go off of. Milton Keynes. I don't even know if they're in League One. But we'll find out if I'm off. Not much to go there in this amount of time. I think it's a larger ground too, fairly new, which it looks like. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see if this is it. It is. Wow. Okay. That was just. And with the theme surrounding the stadium is KFC Milton Keynes. Milton Keynes, I've heard before. Again, going back to the lacrosse, I think lacrosse is played in this area. I know it's not nationwide, but I do know it's in Milton Keynes, I believe. Just, again, things that stand out to me from my past. Stadium MK, so MK Dons is the thing, and if I could click on that, let's just see. We've got Street View. Yeah, I've seen the stadium before. I know it's new. I've seen it because of the Milton Keynes Dons in Wimbledon. I saw something on Copa 90, and I remember seeing this, and I thought this was an S. So I'm like, I've seen the stadium. I'm just taking a guess because I can't see the other side. So that's where my thought is with that one, as the shot from Tottenham goes off the post. But anyway, on to the next round two. Okay. Burton Albion. The Pirelli Stadium. Now, this is the problem with Burton Albion. I have no idea where Burton is. So the fortunate thing is I'm able to get the heck out of the car park or parking lot, as we say in the United States. And, or do I just go on the map to look for it? I got a minute. Let's see, this looks like a Stratton. Burton Albion. Burton. Oh, this could be anywhere. I feel like this is like more southern. Boston. Burton. But I could be totally off on this. Or maybe it's like in the middle part. Burton upon Trent. Okay. Got to be here somewhere, right? Is this it? Could be totally off. But no, it is Burton upon Trent. Well, I saw that at the last minute. And Burton Albion Football Club. Not too bad. I'm pretty happy with that one. That's a good guess. For me, is there a KFC nearby? And there is not. Which is good. I do like seeing places like Angelo's Chippery. So Angelo's Pirelli. Is this the Pirelli? What was that? Yeah, Pirelli Stadium. So some Italian names in Angelo's, Pirelli, and Burton, which is interesting. Shrewsbury Town Football Club. Shrewsbury, I think that's how you say it in England. In the United States, there's a town in Pennsylvania, they call it Shrewsbury. Shrewsbury. We're from the United States, and we say Shrewsbury. But anyway, I know where this is. I've had this before. In one of the games, somebody that we know was from near this area of England, and their team was Shrewsbury Town Football Club. And I think we are about there. Or is this, would this be? Yes. Okay, 12 yards, 5,000 points. On to the next round. We are flying high in the sky, just like that plane up there. Let's see here. Hollywood Bowl. I love these. I really love these shots. This is something. If Google Maps can do this, that Oxford United Football Club, man, that gives me a good lay of the land. A lot of it looks like farmland there. The one good thing is I don't see a KFC, but I see the town off to the northwest or west northwest, and Oxford, I believe, is closer. There it is, closer to London. Oxford Town to the northwest, so we're probably over here, right? Let's see. Yeah. Maybe we're a little further out. Kassam Stadium. I wonder if this is it. Yep, this has got to be it. 13 yards, 5,000 points, and away we go. Off to the last round. Oh, boy. Pearl Street. Okay, Rochdale, the Dale, Crown Oil Arena, Pearl Street stand. Now, when I think of English football, I think of this. Walking down just in the neighborhood, on the corner is the football ground. I love this. This is, again, stuff you do not get in the United States that I just find fascinating. I've got to get here at some point. This is stuff that's like, I just find that pretty unique. There's Rochdale. I knew that was near Manchester. By the way, speaking of Manchester, what a surprise today. Manchester United with a 2-0 win over Manchester City. Had some kids football matches. They were playing today here in the United States. And we had a match for the girls, and heard it. We have what's called Sirius satellite radio, so we were able to listen to that on the way back. Soccer Factory Sports from the game. So I was quite surprised. Okay, we're 4,918 points away, 1,121 yards. Yeah, so I thought that was interesting coming out of our girls U12 girls football match. It was interesting to get in the car and turn it on, and I think at that point we had turned it on when United had put in the second goal from, I think, Luke Shaw, which was interesting to me because I thought Manchester City would have won that one. I think picked 2-1. But in any case, Rochdale, give you guys a good shout out there. Rochdale looks like a place I would want to visit. I think out of these stadiums, let's say Oxford looks pretty cool. They all look great. I love them all. But the ones I'm pretty fascinated. Shrewsbury reminds me a little bit of the parking lot like stadiums in the United States. There's another goal by Harry Kane. I think it's the second of the day. It's 4-1. Burton. Yeah, I think Burton's another one that would be interesting to visit. But that Rochdale, just in the makeup and the fabric of the city, something I will definitely. That's one that I got to put on the list of visiting in the future. Maybe we do one of these videos, travel vlogs or whatever, in the years to come. So not a bad score on this for minute 30 round. 6 minutes 49 seconds. Roughly 600 points off the mark. So pretty happy with these 2 rounds. So with that, thanks for tuning in to the League One and Championship Stadiums game. We'll have League Two coming up in the future, along probably a non-league, if that's possible, game. We'll also have Scotland stadiums and Wales stadiums, Northern Ireland, and again, more country profiles, a lot more content to come in the coming days. So with that said, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, cheers.